Yeah, I do think though that Townhall 10 is going to be. You're going to see a lot of farming, and you're going to see a lot of. We might see like some lower hit rates come out of this. So who knows? I think that this update is probably more significant than the Townhall 11 update, because now there's so much more gap between the casual player base. You gotta think about a couple of things, and a lot of it has to do with attrition. How long does the normal player stay playing Clash of Clans? How long is that game going to be not only installed on their phones, but how long are they going to actively play it with a clan and be active and participate in regular clan wars? You have to ask yourself that. Now, 2 years ago, that Supercell's games were at its peak. We know that this has not been the case lately. They're still doing very well, but there's attrition. The other problem is how they marketed the game. I don't know if this game is marketed to 8-year-olds or to adults. I think that what they should have done with this update is I think they should have kind of maybe darkened it a little, kind of like, kind of maybe Dark Knighted it a little bit, you know, maybe got it a little bit edgier. And maybe instead of having bright days in the game, maybe just put some clouds, make it a little bit more serious, maybe. I mean, the barbarians are like rosy red cheeked, you know? And they always have that dumb look on their face all the time, like they don't, you know, they're chasing butterflies, you know, the P.E.K.K.A.s. I mean, that's all intentional marketing for younger people, because young kids, and trust me, I know this. I got a little one that does this. They just grab whatever's at the very top of the app store in the games. So you see Clash of Clans sitting at number 1, they can brag. They could say like, "Oh, well, we've had 5 million downloads in this last quarter," or whatever. How many of them are just kids that just download stuff? They never get past several town halls. I think that the marketing should have changed. I think as Townhall 12, you have to graduate everybody now 5 years into a game. You have to literally just say, look, we know that the people that are going to be playing at Townhall 12, they're going to be adults. I mean, no knock to the young people that play. There's going to be a couple of young people that play, but they're not going to be the major shareholders of Townhall 12. It's going to be all adults and a lot of people from India. Because a lot of people from India love this game, of all ages. So you're gonna have to remarket yourself. And I think they should have done that. I think they should have definitely kind of, I don't know, I guess matured is the right word. But they could have done some aesthetically, you know, they don't have to make it all gothic. But they could have done some things to kind of, you know, maybe intensify that tone for adults. And change the music to more ominous, maybe. But those are my opinions. That's kind of what I would do if I was, you know, sitting there at the table with those guys. Is how do we keep Herg and Kimchi and Koro, Rayful, Scottoria, Trickle V, how do we keep these people playing? You know, they've been playing now for 4 years. They're 4 years older as well. What is it that we have to change to keep them so that we all grow together? And I think they could have done some stuff with that. I mean, they still can too. That's what's so cool about coming out with regular updates, is they can do this. They can create storylines. They can create themes, you know, dramatize things. But they're going to have to do something to Townhall 10 if they haven't already. I guess we'll wait. I'll have a wait and see with the meta. But I did do an attack before we recorded, and I had my friends over at Spartan's Lore, part of the Buy Forever family. They donated to me one of those. It's called a siege, but I think I don't know if that's also called the wall breaker or the wall something. But you drop it down, it loads up full of troops, so it kind of acts like a clan castle. You load it up with troops, and then you send it off kind of like a wind-up toy, and it starts crashing through all the walls. I'm sure you guys seen this in the stream. If you haven't seen the stream already, Clash of Clans had their stream on Sunday. Yesterday. But it crashes through all the walls, and then you have a button you can deploy them. They break out of the siege machine. And, now you got a whole new, you have this whole new toy now to play with at Townhall 10. So I thought that was really cool. It's going to definitely change a lot of things. If you have that siege cannon, now you're bringing less jump spells, less wall breakers. I mean, I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with. I'm definitely going to watch some of these YouTube videos and see what guys are doing with the new toys. But finally, thank God, almost 2 years later, we finally have some new stuff to put down on the bases. So, if Townhall 10 gets to a point where you can comfortably 3-star, then everything's going to be A-okay, guys. And then all you guys need to do is just, for all those Townhall 9s out there, is upgrade now into 10. And fingers crossed, hopefully Townhall 10 becomes the new Townhall 9. And then everything is back to business as normal. I would love to see that. I'm just curious about now watching all of the amazing attacks at Townhall 12 over the next few months. That's going to be pretty cool. And who's going to be top dog with Townhall 12 attacks? Now is the time to start making a name for yourself now. We'll see what all the Max 11s are going to do now with the new Townhall. But I do want to say though that this show tonight is definitely farewell to the Townhall 9, because it'll never be the same. No matter if you stay or if you go, it'll never feel the same, because you're going to have 3 Town Halls right above you. So you're going to there's so much room there that I would definitely move up. As far as Townhall 10, I don't know, maybe I don't know if people are going to stay. What's everyone saying in the chat here? Are the ones that are already Townhall 10, are they going to stay at 10, or are they going to move up now? I think everybody has a comfort level. Let's see here. I'm not a max 10, so I'm staying where I'm at. The only Townhall that's disappearing is 11, says Oche. Oche, you know what? That would be a really weird type of community shift, is if everyone avoided 11 and it was just 10s and 12s. Imagine that. I wonder why. Oh, no one wants to be 11? Is that why? Is 11 really that bad? All I know is that it was garbage to have people hit downwards in the leagues. I think what happened was for your best. I mean, imagine Clash of Clans has millions of players, but it only has several thousand that are really, really good. There's not that many that are really good. And trophy pushers, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about war players. There's not that many. So you're in a league, and now your clan is telling you, go dip on a 10. You know how infuriating that is, and how depressing it was to be a Townhall 11? And because it's a lose-lose situation. If you dip, you don't feel good about it because you're dipping. But if you lose, now it's even worse, because everyone expected you to triple and you did it. So I felt sorry for all those that had to play at Townhall 11. It was challenging, and no dip league. They did change some of the parameters so that you don't have to dip, and that was cool. But still, Townhall 11 was really a thankless job for the most part. Let's see here. People are asking how much people gemmed the Townhall 12. I bet you there's some people out there, Cav, that definitely gemmed today. I would imagine so. Akash says we got 6 12s at the moment. I'm sure. I mean, today is day 1. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of Townhall 12s by tomorrow morning. If some people in the chat here didn't even know that the update happened already. So just wait till the news comes out. I think a lot more people are gonna upgrade. Anyways, bye forever to Townhall 9. I had a lot of good memories at Townhall 9, almost 2 years playing at Townhall 9, until I just decided, screw it, I'll go to 10, what does it matter? But I definitely have some good memories, and the majority of my time at doing the podcast for Clash of Clans was at Townhall 9, and I loved it. Townhall 9 was a great clan, or Townhall.